Hello, my name is Gitika Gorthi, and I'm a junior at Chantilly High School. My science fair research project is a treatment of vasovagal syncope or fainting by early detection and electronic stimulation of the vagus nerve. Syncope is a very frequent medical concern humans of all ages face. To be precise, 1/3 of the general public. My own father has been having frequent random fainting incidents, and he was the inspiration to my project to prevent syncope. After doing a lot of research with existing peer-reviewed journals, I was able to discover that the vagus nerve is responsible for the regulation of internal organ functions like heart rate or blood pressure, which is key in syncope. The vagus nerve is currently soothed through a vagus nerve stimulator, the VNS device, to prevent seizures, and new research is being conducted on it preventing fainting. Therefore, the purpose of my study is to prevent syncope by soothing the vagus nerve through non-invasive methods for everyday people to wear if they experience frequent random fainting without surgery. There are many existing natural ways for people with frequent fainting to actively do, like drinking water or resting when they feel dizzy. They live in constant fear of falling when they're going out alone, something my father faces. This year, I continued my research from last year's science fair project to prevent syncope for all, and I was able to develop a more optimized AI program, which I call V-Cube, standing for Vasovagal Vagus, which is 3 V's, so V-Cubed, that takes more fainting symptoms into consideration when determining if a person is about to faint, and is more accurate as I optimized it with more data that I collected from the National Institute of Health. You might still be confused about how I was able to do this, so let me explain my procedure in a little bit more depth. I developed a program V-Cubed using artificial intelligence by training the model with various cases on positive and negative fainting incidents or scenarios. After developing this program, I'm finding ways to collaborate with existing wearable technology companies like Google and non-invasive vagal stimulator devices like gammaCore Ray, in order to develop a full product that the general public can use if they're afraid of random fainting incidents and want to eliminate or minimize a chance or get a pre-warning of the syncope. To test my model, I inserted false and positive data on various symptoms the wearable technology will collect to the V-Cube program to see whether it would output the correct response to the symptoms, whether to activate the VNS device or do not activate the VNS device. I will provide a demonstration of this on the next slide. In this research, you can view my control group and the variables that I tested. So as promised, here is a demonstration. As you can see here, after I prompt the code to run, there is a software that pulls up. The wearable technology will gather symptoms such as blood pressure and heart rate as shown, as well as take information that the user inputted earlier, like their gender identification and their age. And based on the data collected by the technology, the program will output whether the VNS device should activate to soothe the vagus nerve because the person is at risk of fainting, or whether the VNS device should still remain inactive. These results show that the V-Cube device is functioning with a high accuracy rate and can prevent syncope. I used my program to test its accuracy as shown by the data tables, and I had a 96% accuracy with all the models that I tested. I broke down the accuracy by the levels of the independent variable, which is age, and you can view the specific details. So taking the case studies from the NIH, I was able to see how accurate my program was and how accurate it could help the general public. There is still room for improvement, but this is currently how accurate my AI model is trained. And you can view these data tables by pausing the video. These results show that the V-Cube program has a 96% accuracy, and actually I'm working towards it becoming 99%. Studies show that vagus nerve plays a huge role in the nervous system, and I took that to advantage to find a way to prevent syncope. A possible error in this research is me trying to train the model incorrectly due to some human errors in inputting data. However, this is purely hypothetical and does not impact the program in the long run, as the program self-optimizes as more accurate data is inputted. This project is imperative to the industry currently because the vagus nerve is a new area of study that scientists are rushing to study about. The benefits of the vagus nerve have only recently been identified, and being able to use it in preventing syncope is a new aspect of the study that can motivate more attention in solving this frequent medical concern and the encouragement of implementing more translational medicine. As you can view by my poster board I created, this research can have a huge positive impact on society. Please view this diagram as I describe. If the V-Cube device detects syncope, it will activate the VNS device, which can be invasive for patients or non-invasive for the general public, which will then start soothing the vagus nerve, which will hopefully prevent fainting. At that same time, we will provide the person with an alert on their wearable technology to sit down or drink water due to potential fainting. If the person does not exit this warning given earlier, their family members will be contacted through information that the person inputted in the app in case the fainted person may have gotten an injury and requires medical attention. If the person cancels the warning, the VQ program will reset to continue observing the patient in case they faint later. The VQ program can prevent fainting and help people like my father be relieved of their constant fear of injurious or random fainting. This program has an opportunity to help humans live without fear and help people live without constant fear of fainting and to prevent fainting altogether, which is so common in our daily lives and to the public. The VQ program has the opportunity to revolutionize a general medical concern among 1/3 of the population, syncope. Here is my references slide, which has some of my key journals that I read to learn more about optimizing my program and on the vasovagal syncope and my idea. Thank you so much for listening. I hope we can revolutionize the world together and solve a problem that many of the general public and many people around the world are facing and currently struggling with. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.